seen this image on social media. Maybe it's been on your feeds, popped up. That is Freddie McGee III. His sign and him just being out near Lions camp has gotten a lot of attention over the past 24 hours. So you read it, it says, "This is grit." And that's what Detroit Lions have been known for over the past 3 or 4 seasons. No agent, 14 interceptions, 25 pass breakups, defensive player of the year in the Arena Football League. Dude just needs one shot. And if you're from Detroit, you know about 8 Mile. All you need is one shot, one opportunity. But Mr. McGee is joining us here in studio today. Freddie, how you doing, man?
Doing well. How about yourself?
Hey, good, man. It's good to see you smiling.
Yes, sir.
Walk me over the past 24 hours, man.
All I can say, it's been a crazy 24 hours. When I went out there, I did not expect the last 24 hours to go like this. But all I can say is God is good.
So how did you come up with the idea of first making the sign? And Stagehand Mary, I know you have the sign, so we can bring the sign in if you want to. So you made this sign here. When did you sit down and what did you say? You can put it down, of course.
I got you.
But when did you sit down and say, hey, look, let me just make a sign and go out to Allen Park, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
So when did you decide to make the sign, go out to Allen Park and just say, hey, let me just stand out here and see what happens?
I mean, like I said, I've had this dream of going to the NFL since I was 5 years old.
Yeah.
I always knew I had what it took. Just needed that exposure, that opportunity. So I went to sleep Sunday night. I woke up kind of early. I'm like, man, I want to go work out. Then I'm like, you know what? Let me just shoot up here. I didn't know who was going to be in the facility. I said, let me shoot up here. I actually stopped at Walmart, grabbed a big trifold board and some Sharpies and put my stuff on there and just drove out to the facility. And I would say God put it on my heart that morning just to go do it, and just wanted to see what came about it.
You told me an interesting story how your phone died while you were out there. So you didn't know that your picture had been circulating and pretty much had gone viral.
Yeah, no, not at all. So initially, I got out there at like 8:45. I was like, you know what, I'm going to spend a couple hours out here, maybe see if I can catch some staff coming in. And my phone ended up dying. I was out there, didn't know what time it was. And then somebody came and were like, hey, man, we just saw you on Twitter. Stay here. Like, don't go anywhere. Whatever you're doing is working. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Like, okay, I guess I'll stay out here. And then I was out there for like another hour or so. It was a windy day, so my sign ended up breaking, like it blew off. So had to run to the car, had some Sharpies in the car, made a whole new sign. And I was like, let me plug my phone up just to get some charge. And sure enough, I opened my phone, hundreds of notifications, man. I was on Sports Center, all over the place. So it was crazy.
Where are you from?
I'm from Canton, Michigan.
So you're from Canton. My wife is from Canton as well.
Okay.
Did you play at Canton High School?
Salem High School.
You played at Salem?
Yeah.
So look, for people who don't know, that area, the Plymouth Canton schools is broken up into 3 different high schools. You got Canton, you got Plymouth, you got Salem. So you played at Salem Rocks.
I did.
So then you went over to Eastern Michigan.
Yes, sir.
And you went to the AFL, Arena Football League. So what was it like playing the AFL?
It was different. I'd say, like, if you would have told me I was going to be playing arena football coming out of college, I wouldn't have believed you. But ultimately, my shot in the NFL didn't work out right out of college, so I had to take that and made the most of it. It's a little bit different from traditional football. It's 8-man instead of 11. Those wide receivers have a running start, man, and it's kind of me playing defensive back. It's actually harder than the traditional football game. So good experience, man. Met a lot of good coaches, good people, and just it's a blessing to be able to do what I did in that league.
You know, there is another Hall of Famer who started out in the AFL, was bagging groceries at one point, ended up winning a Super Bowl with the St. Louis Rams. We're talking about Kurt Warner here.
Absolutely.
So, if you can make this happen, you'll be in good company, my man.
Hey, man, it's a funny story. My first team I played for was the Iowa Barnstormers.
Was it?
Yeah. So just going through there, hearing everybody's story, because they still got fans that come to the games from when he played. So they were telling me his story, and I don't know, man. I guess it all worked out. Like, I was meant to be there and kind of got that motivation to keep going and letting me know that it's possible.
What has been the craziest part of this journey of yours, just over the past 24 hours?
I would say just the support, man, the encouragement. Like I said, I pulled up to the facility just to get the attention of some of the staff, coaches, scouts, whoever it may be, but ended up turning to I'm sitting on the corner and the whole community is driving past, honking, just saying, "Go, Freddie." So it's real encouraging, man. It keeps me motivated. That was something that I feel like a lot of people wouldn't have done. It was a bold move, and I'm just glad I did it.
I'm sure you probably run into people who know your name, but then you have that moment where you're like, did I meet them somewhere, or do I? But it is. I think it is all love, especially because the same love that people have for the Detroit Lions, they have for people with stories like yours. What advice? Because I know you're still finding your way, but any advice you have to people younger than you about what you've been able to do and just trying to send a message?
Yeah, man, I go by a couple quotes. First one being, you don't get elected if you don't campaign. And I mean, you see what I did yesterday. Like, you can't depend on anybody. If you can, that's good. But, you know, I kind of had to take matters in my own hands. And if you believe in yourself, that's all that matters. You don't have to worry about the naysayers. You don't have to worry about anything else. If you know, you have it and God put it on your heart, go for it. If it doesn't work out.
Who's one of your biggest inspirations?
My father.
Yeah.
By far. You know, like I said, he's the one who introduced me to the game of football. You know, he's the one that said, hey, man, you can take it as far as you want to. You know what I'm saying? Don't let anybody put any limitations on you. And just like I did, he also walked on to Eastern Michigan and earned a scholarship. He played at Eastern Michigan as well. So kind of followed in his footsteps, man. So he's been a big role model for me.
So you're in a legacy here. I want to talk about those stats, man. Interceptions and pass breakups, man, to be able to be Defensive Player of the Year. When you got that recognition, how'd you feel? Man, you can bring it in. Yeah, come on.
It's
we gotta let people know.
Yeah. Thank you. It felt good, man. Just I know, you know, the hours I put behind these accolades and these stats. Just finally good to see it come to fruition. You know what I mean? I've overcome a lot, you know, in football. Never had it easy. Always started from the bottom, but you know, I believe in that humility and, you know, hard work gets you a far spot in life. So just put my head down and worked for, you know, what I know I can do.
Did you know Brad Holmes was speaking that day?
I did not, man.
You didn't?
I did not. So, like, everything happens for a reason. I just picked a random Monday to go out there, and before you know it, media's driving past me, and they're like, hey, like, I'm like, where are you guys coming from? Right. They're like, Brad Holmes is speaking today. So, you know, I got that exposure as well with the media guys coming in. So, it's just a blessing, man. Just a blessing.
We're still waiting on the call back, right?
Yeah.
But you said they know about you.
They know I was out there, and
Ray, hold that sign up to that camera right there.
Which one? This one? Oh, I got it.
All right. So look, same sign that you saw on your social media. This is Grit. No agent. 14 interceptions. 25 pass breakups. You're looking at the Defensive Player of the Year in the AFL. Lions, we need y'all to give this guy a shot, man. Let's not wait. But you said. You were saying so we know Brad Holmes was there. You know that the Lions know about you, so we got to get you in that facility, right?
Trying to, man.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna keep shooting my shot, pleading my case, man. The film's out there, the accolades are out there, the stats are out there. Just looking for that one opportunity. I'm not looking for a $10 million contract. Right. I just need one workout to showcase my ability.
Look, man, let's help you out. What skills do you bring to the table here?
I'm a technician, man. Play defensive back. I can play off coverage, press coverage. I can tackle, ball hog, man. I mean, 14 interceptions in the Arena League. The Arena League is a much faster game. It's harder for DBs. It's an offensive game. Just to be able to do that, man, I feel like that speaks volumes. So, ball hawk and a technician, man.
Look, I know we're always looking to evolve as players. So what skills do you have that you want to continue to evolve?
I mean, everything, man. So I'm intentional about everything. I'm never complacent. I know I have to work on a little bit of everything. You know, I go back, I watch the film. Even after a good game, I'm like, okay, I stepped too wide here, or, you know, I could have shot the wrong hand here. Like, you know what I mean? So just everything, man. Just really, and even stuff that is off the field, leadership skills and learning how to encourage my teammates a little bit more. I feel like I can work at a little bit of everything.
Look, I know the Lions need corners. So it would help to give you a shot, man. You said, you know, grit with the sign. You know, give me a moment where you felt like you defined grit, whether it's on the playing field or off the playing field, aside from you just driving over to Allen Park yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, biggest accomplishment to this day is me earning my scholarship at Eastern Michigan. Walked onto the program, started from the bottom. There's guys in front of me that, you know, I felt like, you know, I could compete with. And a couple years in, Coach Creighton, who's still there, he granted me a scholarship, man. So I feel like just doing everything, trying to do everything right, man. Off the field, kept a high GPA, you know, getting my name, making plays on the field and getting more reps, you know, starting on special teams, getting more reps on defense, just says a lot about grit. And my biggest flex is walking out of there, starting as a walk-on and walking out of there with 2 degrees. Got my master's degree in sport management from Eastern Michigan as well. So
What'd you major in?
Sport management.
Sports management?
Yeah, sport management.
What have you learned about yourself? Because I know a lot of times when the opportunities don't quite open up right away, that's a lesson for us to learn something about ourselves. So what have you learned about yourself in this journey?
I would say I've learned that people can call me a little bit delusional. Yeah. That's what I've learned.
Hey, you got to have confidence, my man.
Hey, you know, and I wouldn't change it for the world, man.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, God puts his stuff on my heart. I'm already don't have an opportunity, you know what I'm saying? So what's the worst that can happen?
Yeah.
So that's why I wanted to get out there. But I learned that, man, I'm going to go get it. If I see somebody else able to do it, why can't that be me?
Look, man, I will say this. I appreciate your story because I remember, you know, so I've been doing this for 20 years. I remember coming up, and if somebody had told me, hey, if you can just go to one of these newsrooms. I remember I was in town in Orlando for a wedding. And I had my agent just say, send some stuff out. And they said, hey, while you're in Orlando, just go meet with these people. And even though I didn't get the job in Orlando, it led to something in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
So even just by you going to this place, I'm a firm believer that this is just the start, man. Before I let you go, I know you got a passion for fashion. So where did that come from?
I just like what Deion say, look good, feel good, play good. I just like looking good sometimes, man, and you know, like buying stuff. I like retail therapy. That's my #1 form of therapy.
I feel like it's a DB thing.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
I mean, we got to stay fly.
You got to, because you know if the ball doesn't get thrown your way, nobody's gonna notice.
Nobody's
so
gonna
you got to
notice.
let them know off in another way, right?
You know it.
I got you. Hey, my man, I appreciate you, Freddie McGee. Hopefully we can have you back, man. But we look to continue to follow your story.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys for having me.
Take care.
Yep.
All right, well.